Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Drunken Bull Ranch. Well, at least this morning here. Anyway, there's not a whole lot going on today, but the chickens are out, roaming around. Stupid birds are still eating all the feed. And the steers are out, wandering around. Anyway, we're kind of experiencing the warm before the storm. They're saying we should get snow in 3 days, which would be good because, as you can see behind me, there's not a lot of snow. And there definitely is not a lot of snow on those mountains, which makes us worry about irrigation water for next summer. So, yeah, we're actually kind of hoping for snow. It's a love-hate relationship. Anyway, I got a few things I'm going to do today, so we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing I got to do, as always, is feed these hungry critters. There they are. Now, if you look at that, well, let me reverse this camera. That pain in my hiney tipped up his feeder again. Oh, and knocked that over again. You're a pain. Anyway, so let me get that taken care of real quick. Okay, it's laid back down. They're fed. Anyway, I'll get in and take care of that other stuff in a second. Gotta get these other animals fed first. So you can probably hear these little piggers squealing. They think they're hungry. So let me get them fed really quick. There you go. So, Wilbur, right here. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he was under the weather for about 3 days. He didn't eat, drank water, but all he would do is just lay around and act like he was gonna die on me. Couldn't find anything wrong with him. But he either ate something or I don't know. It was weird. Like I said, he didn't show any signs of sickness other than he would just lay there and he wouldn't eat. But he'd get up and go get a drink every once in a while. So I kind of let it go and said, well, if I find him dead, I find him dead. But he pulled through, which was a good thing. So I'm happy to see that he's up, eating, and doing well. Now, I gotta get these. Oh, hold on. Gotta get these steers fed. And last night, I actually threw a bale of hay, an entire bale of hay, over the fence right here. And they pretty much ate most of it. The good news is what they don't eat will get stomped into the ground for compost. So, yeah, I need to get that feeder done. But the problem with the feeder that we were building is that it'll pretty much only feed one or two of them. The third one would be the odd man out. So I have another solution at the moment, and we'll show you that in just a sec. Okay, so solved the problem. Here you go. There you go. Hay in a feeder. What that is it's just an old equipment tire, and it works pretty good. basically, it's one my dad had for years. And he cut the top out of it. I think he used a chainsaw, to be honest with you. And we started feeding out of it a long time ago. Anyway, when my parents passed away, I ended up with it. So, yeah, it works pretty good. Just chowing down. Now the other thing is that this area that it's in traditionally doesn't grow well. It's just got a lot of rocks in it and whatnot right there, and for some reason, like I said, it just doesn't grow well. You can see right out there where the grass stops and goes all the way to the fence. There's like nothing. You can see it all the way down. So what I'm actually hoping is that if I move it up and down this fence line, the waste and their manure will compost into the ground, and hopefully I can get something to grow. But we'll see. The thing about farming is everything takes time, and usually it'll take a year or two. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. So I'm out here in the hayfield. I wanted to show you all this. There you go. Now you can see I've hauled in a couple of loads of manure. One over there, and a couple more down here. Anyway, I've been doing some research, and well, I'm going to call it research. And I determined that our soil is just terrible, which you all knew, and I did too. But if you look, you can see that it's starting to improve a little. Now, there is still a lot of rocks. I mean, I'm constantly hauling away rocks, but it seems to be improving. But I was doing a little research, and I was looking into, I believe they call it the green belt or something like that in Africa, where they're trying to hold back the Sahara. It was kind of interesting how they were using the landscape to hold the water. Anyway, so I'm trying to come up with some kind of a plan to do something like that here. Probably not on the grand scale that they did, or to the extent that they did, but I don't know, I'm thinking about windrows or something. But anyway, we'll see how that works out. But the field is resting for the winter. We'll till it up in the spring, and then we're going to try and get some grass, maybe some alfalfa planted, go from there. Right now it's just too wet to work it anyway, and the seeds wouldn't germinate. So yeah, I mean, it is December. Not a lot growing in December, but I am giving it some thought as to what to do with these fields. Oh, the other thing that I finally did, went and got all the irrigation pipes, put them up against the fence. I should have done it before it snowed, and I didn't get a chance to. Pardon me. And so since the snow had melted off and it wasn't too bad to move them, I just went ahead and moved them. They were all disconnected, so it wasn't going to hurt them any. But yeah, figured I better get them out of the field. There they are, still munching and crunching. Apparently one's got a cough. Anyway, so those were a couple of things I wanted to get done today. I've still got more to do, but I'm sitting here thinking that it's the end of the year, and I'm kind of taking stock in what we've got done over this last year. Now, I'm going to say, when running a farm or starting a farm, however you want to look at it, we've been at it for a few years now, but there are always things that inhibit your ability to get things done. One of those is obviously budget. Two is availability of things. And the biggest one is probably just time. So having time to do things is one of the biggest problems. I gotta show you this. They're snoozing over there too. And yes, I haven't got in there and got that out of there yet. But anyway, like I said, I'm wandering around. I'm thinking about things that we need to get done, things that I wanted to get done. I'm not going to say that I'm happy with everything we've got done this year, but I'm not upset about it either. Well, okay, maybe I am a little upset. But we've managed to breed the pigs. We've got cattle. And with what I'm seeing in the news, for example, 43% of the beef in the U.S. is no longer coming here because Mexico, or the U.S. shut off shipments of beef from Mexico. Or was it South America? I think it was both. I could be wrong. But anyway, so 43% of the beef's no longer coming here because of, well, it's a worm that gets into the cattle. And if you eat it, you can get it too. Anyway, and then I was seeing that the pork producers are starting to vaccinate pigs with things that I don't like. Anyway, and so I am grateful that we have those. I'm also grateful that we have the chickens that lay eggs for us, eat the bugs, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I'm somewhat kind of grateful. I will say we've paid down some debt this year, which makes me feel pretty good, other than we've acquired some debt in the process. But yeah, as far as what we got done in the last year, the garden was kind of a disaster too, but we did manage to get some vegetables and whatnot off of it, so it worked out pretty good. But yeah, I'm just doing checks and balances, I guess, and going, okay, well, we did manage to get some things done last year, not to the extent that I wanted, but time constraints, budget constraints. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this year's progress. Hope to make more in the near future, and we'll see how it goes. So on that happy note, I'm gonna say support your local farmers, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk at you next time. Bye.